Hi ballerinas, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to discuss a question I get a lot from friends, from family, from subscribers. How many jobs do I actually have? I don't know. I'm not sure what counts as a job anymore. It's all gotten kind of hazy. Okay. So at some point, I've been through 4 full-time jobs this year because COVID. Not because I'm bad at my job, just companies aren't keeping people on, and if you're the most recent person to have joined, you're the first one they get rid of. So at one point I had 2 full-time jobs at the same time. Don't recommend it, especially when one of them isn't something you're running, so you have to work someone else's schedule, but there's 2 schedules by completely different people who are never going to interact. No, do not do that. So, currently I have 1 full-time, pays all my bills job, and that's answering phones for a hospital, and I love it. It's the best job I've ever had that pays me enough to survive, and they treat me really well, and I really love that job. I've only been there 4 months, but you know, I'm having a good time. On the side of that, I'm always doing social media management. Now that definitely counts as a job. I do all forms of social media. I will create a content schedule, I will create graphics and videos for said content, I will run paid ads if the client wants me to on any platform, and that's a really fun thing to be doing on the side, and it's nice to have my source of income that I'm not reliant on anyone else for. I don't charge that much for it because currently I'm building a portfolio, so my lowest rate is £45 a month, which is really low if any of you know anything about social media. But obviously if people want things that are more complex, price goes up, and yeah. So those 2, I'm certain, are jobs. Everything else, bit hazy. A little bit hazy. I'm a writer. Okay, no, you've gotten paid for writing this year, Bob. You are a writer. But that's much more, it's less frequent, it's less solid work than the social media management that I run. So, if you need someone to write some copy for your website, or I pitch articles to anyone who'll listen and try and get my work published. I have a lot of opinions on a lot of things, as you probably know from this channel, and I really enjoy writing. I've always enjoyed writing, and I didn't do it for a solid 4 years, and I don't know how I coped. I'm working on my novel. You've been saying this for 5 years, Bob. I've finished editing the novel. I'm now pitching the novel, which feels like a job unto itself, but obviously technically I'm not being paid for anything yet, so does it count? Does it count? I think it counts. It feels like work. I do this. Technically I get paid, but it's £2 a month from my Patreons. Thank you, by the way. So, but I probably put more time into this than I do into some of the other things that I'm thinking of as jobs more. So does this count as a job? Does it? Help! And then there's the things I'm trying to move into. Speaking, running workshops. I have experience tutoring, and I want to use that and implement it in workshops regarding LGBT rights and mental health awareness and ADHD support. But I need to do some of that for free before I get paid for it, but it doesn't count as a job until you're paid for it, or does it? Please explain the rules, because I don't know them. And I've spoken on this channel before about how it's probably not healthy to try and monetize all of your hobbies, and please don't interpret this as doing that. I have a lot of other things I do that are not these things that I'm trying to monetize, but these things are things I want. So the long-term goal is that I still work for the NHS because I love doing it, but should I lose that job for any reason, I am able to pay my bills by my freelancing. Currently I'm not there. Currently I could pay 3 bills with it, which is amazing given that I didn't have a freelance income at the start of this year, but it's complicated. But yeah, at what point does something sort of make that transition from something you're trying to do to a job? When do I become a writer, a social media manager, a poet, a author, a speaker, a workshop manager? Like, these are all things I know I can do, but I need the evidence I can do them in order to charge for them. And also there are some situations where I wouldn't charge for these things, you know, like there are certain charities I'd do stuff for free and stuff like that. But it's still work when I'm doing that, because I still have to do work to do it. Like, do you follow? Do you follow? I'm impressed if you do, because this has been blah. The short answer is I definitely have 2 jobs. I would think I have 4. I possibly have up to 7. Definition dependent. What's a job? Let me know in the comments. No, please do. I'm trying to work it out. If you enjoyed this, please give me a cheeky like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys soon. Next week, in fact. Bye.